What is going on, guys? TheWaffle here, and this video is going to be about the process I go through whenever I'm making a video or videos. As you can see by my timeline, my session is about 33 minutes long, as you can see at the very bottom here. But I'm going to be showing you the process I go through from, after I record to after I've edited it and rendered it and all that. So here we go. So this is the screen that you get right after you finish recording with ScreenFlow, and I use ScreenFlow 3.0 to record, edit, all that. Not actually edit, but edit after I record it, editing the sound, because I can edit different audio tracks in ScreenFlow. I can edit the audio on my microphone or the audio from, in this case, Happy Wheels. So I've actually lowered the volume down here, as you can see, 30%, and I've raised the volume here to 190%. That way my voice kind of overpowers the actual game audio. That way, that's the whole meaning of a commentary, a video game commentary. So, with that done, what I do next is I actually crop the video. As you can see, ScreenFlow actually captures your whole entire screen, and as you can see, if I upload this as is, you can see all my desktop icons. You can see total jerk face webpage, and there's a lot of stuff distracting you. So what I do is I usually, go down here, change the dimensions to 1280 by 720, which is what I preferably upload with Happy Wheels. Then I zoom in using Command and plus sign next to the delete button, and then I move the crop window down a little bit. Maybe zoom in a little bit more. That should be good right there. And if I'm not happy with it, I can always move it around with the arrow buttons. But that seems to be pretty good right there. And I know that I might have cropped off a little bit over here, as you can see, but if you look through the video, there isn't really much that I'm going to be losing. But that's why I always bring the cropping to the left and not to the right. So with that done, we have the volume fixed and we have the cropping fixed. Now we're ready to actually export the video. So let's go up to File and then go to Export. Now I have a custom preset I've got. And as you can see, you can make custom presets here. So let's just go to Customize and see my settings I've got going on. So here we have H.264, and I have like a billion different settings I can actually choose. But I have H.264 because it gives me a, very good looking video at a small file size. I've got frame rate at current FPS, which is whatever the frame rate ScreenFlow decides to record it at, which is usually about 30. And then the data rate I've got at automatic. That way I can use the compressor quality at high. And by the way, this actually, if you have it at high, it looks pretty good, and the file size is very reasonable. If you have it at best, it's going to be a gigantical file size, which is why I don't do that, because if it's going on YouTube, then what do you expect? It doesn't have to be 5 gigabytes, which is why I have it at high. It looks good, and the file size is very reasonable. The encoding is going to be a single encode, faster encoding, while if I want to do a multi-pass encode just for it to look a little bit better, that's not going to be what I'm going to do because it's going on YouTube. What do you expect? Anyways, that's it for the video. Let's go to the audio. AAC is my preferred format at 44.1 kilohertz. That's a pretty good rate right there. Quality at best and target bit rate is 320 kilobits per second. And let's just go with that. Internet streaming, that is what we want because we will be uploading this to YouTube. So let's just make that at fast start because we want it to export a little bit faster. Hit OK and we should be good to go. Unless you want to change the dimensions to 50%, 25%. I keep it at 100% at 1280 by 720. You can also change the dimensions here to 854 by 480 or whatever you feel like doing, like whatever. Or letterbox it, which I don't really want to do. So let's just go to scale by 1280 by 720, and I know that's not actually a format. Anyways, no motion blur, and let's hit export. Actually, let's change this. Yeah, I know that's an invalid value. I'm sorry about that. Let's change that to happy, and then what I do is I save it as the date Feb 25, which is the day today. So I know that it's Happy Wheels that I recorded on February 25th. Save that to the desktop. And let's hit export. Now down there, as you can see, it says it's exporting, and in a few seconds it'll give you a, see, it says about 28 minutes remaining, 27, It's going to get a little bit more accurate, 26. So I'm going to pause the recording right here and let it finish exporting, and then we'll continue on what I do after this. Alright, so now that the video is finished exporting from ScreenFlow, we shall now drag it into Final Cut Pro, where we will be cutting it up into different episodes, as well as adding the intro and outro. Alright, so now that Final Cut Pro is open, you guys saw a frozen frame there for about 5 seconds because the serial code for Final Cut Pro shows whenever it opens, and I don't want you guys to be seeing that, so we're going to drag the video down into our timeline to about right there. Yes, match the video settings, and let's just go scrub to the very front. Command I. Let's see here. Let's find intro 720. There it is right there. Let's drag intro 720 onto the timeline. Click on the gap, hit delete. Let's change the name of our sequence to, I don't know, happy. Let's see here. I don't know what episode it is. Alright, so I checked, and this will actually be Happy Wheels episode 64. So let's just change the name of the sequence to Happy Wheels episode 64. Let's find this right real lickety split. Let's double click the audio in our timeline. Let's see wherever the intro starts. What is going on, guys? TheWaffle here, and I'm back with some more Happy Wheels. It's been at least, I don't know, like a month. So that means that it starts about right there. Let's hit this button, which will make it so. So we're ready to edit the audio. Let's just go double click, go up to modify audio, apply normalization gain. Let's normalize it to -0.3 decibels, and let's let it just calculate that for a few minutes or seconds. Alright, and so now that the audio has been normalized, that means that the audio is as loud as it can be without peaking, and we have rendered the audio as well. We're ready to actually cut, so let's just go to around the 10-minute mark. So we have 33 minutes of footage to work with, so I'm going to try and cut these into maybe 10.5, maybe even 11-minute long episodes. So let's maybe scrub to around, I don't know, about around here. Let's just watch the actual episode for a second to see a nice place to cut. I have to eject myself here. Oh my! Wow, those things are spinning up there. Alright, so I have to eject. Bouncy, break my leg. Oh my god! I won! 8 seconds. What of it? Alright. Exit to menu, and let's see what we can. So that seems about a right place to actually cut the video, you know, right after I beat a level. So let's just scrub and find the nice place. Alright. Exit to menu, and about right. Let's see whenever I say let's see right here, let's just hit the B on our keyboard, which will bring up the blade tool, and it will cut the video right there. So next what we need to do is right click the actual sequence over here in our browser and duplicate it. Let's name that Happy 65, which is episode 65. Highlight the actual episode, delete that. Highlight the gap and delete that as well. And let's actually find a nice place to edit it right here as well. So let's see if I actually beat a level here. Let's just scrub through it a little bit. See if I beat it. Go! Grab that thing and rip out of there. Go! 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 It's not your leg, it's your butt. Come on. God. I'm trying to save you, but, you know, you're just complaining over there. You don't shut up. Come on. Come on. Wow. Alright, so that seems like a nice place to stop right there after, you know, struggling with the old man. So let's just find a nice place here. Wow. Alright. So about right here whenever I'm not talking, it seems like a nice place. Let's just hit B on our keyboard with a blade tool. Cut right there. Duplicate, name Happy 66. Alright, so let's hit A on our keyboard, highlight, delete, you know the drill. And let's just see here. This should be about the end of my session, so I'm going to give like a nice little outro and whatnot. I don't know how that happened. I made it! Yeah! 10.83 seconds, hater! Alright, so, yeah. Thank you guys all for watching more Happy Wheels with me, Waffle. Thank you guys all for watching. If you guys like the video, feel free to hit the like button. If you guys want more of these videos, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys here next time with more Happy Wheels with TheWaffle. Oh, bye. Alright, so right there, that's a good place to stop the video. So let's just hit B on our keyboard once again. Cut right there, and I know that's like half a second worth of footage. But still, let's just delete that and hit A on our keyboard, Command I, and import the ending.png file that I have. And that's this right here where it says feel free to hit the like button if you guys like the video and all that. Let's highlight that, hit Command T on our keyboard, which will give it a transition. It's going to be a default cross dissolve, so let's make that 15 seconds. Alright, 15 seconds over here. Highlight that, Command C, go to episode 65, delete that because we don't need that. Put the ending right here as well. Delete that too. Put the ending right here as well. And that should be good. Let's highlight episode 64 through 65 and then render it with Option R. And that should take about 5 seconds each video to render absolutely everything. And then we'll be ready to export it and send it to Compressor, which will actually export the video that we're going to be uploading. So it's almost done. It's about 5 seconds left right here. Should be good to go, and we're ready to go. The video is absolutely finished. Hit Command E on your keyboard, Happy 64. Settings were our current settings, include audio and video, no markers, and this is very big right here. Make the movie self-contained. Let's save it, and we're going to be sending these video clips that are reference files. We're going to be sending that to Compressor, which will actually compress the videos down to what we will be uploading. So let's just do that to all 3 episodes, and it seems like it's done. So let's just save the project as Happy Wheels Feb 25. Yes, it's 25. Okay, then Command Q to quit. No, I don't want to save it because I just saved it. And here we go, episode 64, 66, and 65 right here. So let's drag that all into Compressor, which will probably also show the serial, so I'm going to make a cut right here. Alright, so now that we're in Compressor, I have these presets I've got going on here. I've got 4 presets for the Waffle Galaxy channel, and what I'm going to be using for Happy Wheels is this Galaxy Auto Data Rate preset, which is a preset which is very similar to the preset I've got on ScreenFlow, so I don't have to repeat myself there. As long as all 3 of these videos are highlighted and you drag this preset onto this, it will go on to each and every single one of those videos. So let's just submit the project as Happy Feb 25, submit, and there we go. The batch is now starting to export. Let's go up to Share Monitor and get more detailed information on our batch. And let's see here. Let's go see how long it's going to take. It says 8 hours, which it's not going to take 8 hours, by the way. It's starting to, you know, figure out exactly how long it's going to take. 50 minutes. That's a little bit too long. It's going to take realistically about 15 minutes to export all this. 34 minutes, that's about double, 29 minutes. So eventually it's going to be more accurate on how long it's going to take to export. So while these videos export, I'm going to make another cut, and then I'll be back with you guys in a second. Alright, so our export is done, and it took about 15 minutes as I expected. So here are our videos here in my exported folder, because I have the preset export the videos to a folder I named exported. So let's just find out what the file sizes are for these 10-minute-ish long videos. It is about 200 megabytes each, which is pretty good. So as you can see, they're each about 11 minutes long, so 200 megabytes, that should be about a 10-15 minute upload. So that's pretty good. So thank you guys all for watching. Hope this answers some of you guys' questions on what I do, you know, exporting and all that. And yeah, thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys here next time. Oh, bye there.